I was gonna put out a video about a couple weeks ago saying how Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia said in the past they wouldn't fight each other. Then recently, with Ryan Garcia feeling like he wants to take his career a little more serious and different things, and after him trying to fight Teofimo Lopez, I felt that the friendship thing he was trying to kind of put behind him, and that he would possibly try to seek a fight with Rolly Romero. So yesterday in the post fight, Ryan Garcia calls out Rolly Romero, um, saying that he wants to fight him in the near future, if it can be next or whatever he wants it to be. But in the past, I've already noticed that Rolly Romero, with him having a belt at 140 and Ryan Garcia coming up, that could be a fight that could be made easy with those two guys already being on each other's radar and willing to work with each other as far as promotional companies. I feel like that'll be a good fight. At this time, I don't think Ryan Garcia is ready for to get back in the ring with Tank or someone like that. Kind of has to work on a few things. But he did some things better, but he still has to work on some things. And also, it'll be a good test for a guy like Rolly Romero. You know, he hasn't been he doesn't have a huge amateur background in boxing and different things like that. Doesn't have a ton of pro fights, but um, he's still filling himself out as far as skill level and different things. So, but he has a lot of power though. So, and he's someone that Ryan has sparred before, so it could be an interesting fight. I feel like it'll be a huge build up. They both have solid fan bases. Um, would it be a possible pay per view? I don't know. I'm thinking possibly people would pay for it. I don't know, man. At this time, me personally, I don't know if that's pay per view worthy. You know what I'm saying? It would have to have a stacked undercard, and the build up would have to be, you know what I'm saying? It had to be something worth being interested in. But Ryan Garcia after his huge big test last night, um, I was impressed. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't too. One thing I was impressed about was he wasn't too like his ego wasn't big. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't too arrogant or anything like that. He just got the victory, was happy about it, got through the process. And like I said, he's probably just one of those guys, man. Like I said before, bro. It's just certain guys, they gotta talk themselves up before a fight to kind of build some kind of imaginary beef. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's real. Sometimes he probably just used that as fuel. You know what I'm saying, to drive himself. But I don't feel like that's gonna be something that you can do every fight, bro. So try to work on the skill level and bring everything to the table, especially with Rolling Romero, because he can still knock you out with the power he has. It'll be a nice fight. I feel like Rolly, coming off the last fight he had, it's been a long layoff for him. He's always in shape and different things like that. So I feel like with him possibly fighting 12 months later, possibly close to 12 months, if he was to fight Ryan in the springtime or something like that, that'd be a long layoff. But I feel like he'll still be close enough time to where it'll be a decent fight. Who I would give the edge to at this point right now? Probably Ryan. Probably Ryan because he got a more consistent jab, but uh, I don't know. It'll be a speed versus power fight, something like that. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Do I think Ryan is at that level now where he can kind of get a guy like Rolly and kind of have a big fight? Yeah, I think he is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys are interested still in seeing Rolly fight. different people like that. He's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? To say the least, he's entertaining. People still like to see a fight like that. Very entertaining. Even like last night, a lot of people I seen, you know, they didn't think the Ryan Garcia fight would be entertaining, but I didn't hear nobody say it wasn't entertaining, that it was boring or it wasn't a good fight. So sometimes, bro, you can't listen to the fans. Like sometimes, I'm not even gonna say sometimes. Most of the times, the fight we don't expect to be good, that's the fight that's real good. And the fight we really hype up and try to build up to where it's at a whole nother level, that's the fight that end up not even be good. Like, look at the Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao fight. Bro, they hyped that fight up so much. You know what I'm saying? People were expecting just knockouts and different things like that. And it just wasn't a fight like that. The expectations just was too high. They was expecting a fight like how Wilder puts on. They was expecting a heavyweight fight with little guys. And it just don't turn out like that. They've learned over the years, though. People who weren't boxing fans before, they've learned over the years, oh, everything's not going to be looking like a heavyweight fight. Nah, bro, heavyweight fights are... The fights you seen back in the day, you used to watch with Mike Tyson and stuff, those were heavyweights. These guys are lightweights. Way different ball game. You know what I'm saying? Not light heavyweight. These are lightweights. It's totally different ball game. These ain't guys who and then some of these guys, they came in the game lower than a lightweight. So just gotta expect the whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Try to build something up. Because these days, recently with the matchups they've been giving us, it's been bad, man. So I feel like at this point, I roll it. Why not a Rolly and Ryan fight? It'll be for a belt. He's not gonna rematch Barroso, so he might as well go ahead and just fight Ryan Garcia. Then Ryan can have a belt, possibly, and put together some big fights at 140. But one thing I know is a lot of guys at 140. That 140 division, I know Ryan possibly thinking about getting a belt and all that. Look, two things Ryan Garcia needs to do before he start training for that Romero fight. He need to work on his diet as far as his weight. And he need to I'm gonna do a video about that too later on. It's gonna be very interesting. About why he was at 143. But he needs to work on his weight, and he needs to work on as far as his defense and stuff like that. But he definitely needs to work on his diet and things like that, because when it gets around a certain time, when you get to 140, bro, you do not want to go to 147. You won't be able to make it at 147 right now. You're too small for 147. But for 140, he got to press the gas soon, because there's a lot of guys at 140, bro. You get a belt at 140, they're gonna be trying to get at you. It's a lot of dudes at 140 that can knock out people too. So it's definitely gonna get dangerous for guys. Seeing how Floyd Schofield was last night. Definitely gonna be a lot of guys coming up from 35 to 40. So it's gonna get interesting. If Ryan gonna get a belt, he better be prepared for what's gonna come to him. Cause there's gonna be a lot of mandatories. I was looking at if you go look at the 140 rankings right now, man, there's a lot of guys, man, stacked in there. From the IBF to the WBA, WBO, WBC, it's a lot of guys stacked in the rankings. A lot of them. But that's all I got right now. Like and subscribe.